Hi guys, welcome to this session in Microsoft Planner. In this module, I want to go through how you can create a simple plan and how all the features work within Planner. So I've got Planner open on the screen. So Planner is part of Office 365, and if you click on the app launcher in Office 365, you will see Planner, or if you can't see it, you can click on more apps and then it will be there. But that is the icon for Planner, and once you click on that, it will open up Planner. So these are the plans that I've already done. I'm going to create a new one. Over on the top right, you have New Planner. Clicking on that, and it gives you options to create a plan from scratch, which I am going to do, or use a template that has already got some features activated. But I'm going to go for a blank plan, and then it's asking you to name your plan. So I'm going to call this project plan, and you can add that to this area if you want, pin it, and you can also add a group for this plan, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to create that, and then that will create a blank plan. But what you get at the top is a series of different views. So you've got grid view, so you see everything as a list. You've got the board view, which it was on to start with, default. You've got scheduled, which gives you a calendar, and then a chart view, which gives you a chart summary of how you're doing in terms of your plan. But I'm going to go and start on the board view. You have what's called a bucket, and the first bucket that you have is called to do. You can actually rename that if you want to be something else, or delete it. I'm going to leave it as to do. And then you've got a series of options here where you can click on add bucket and then name it as a bucket. So the first one I want to do is going to be first line, and then second line. So just going to do a couple of buckets, second line, and then replace. I'll call the last one replace. So you just basically create your buckets. So those are the buckets I'll do. You can create more if you want. And that's a case of adding tasks. So the first task I want to do is, I'll call it cracked screen. And then just add that task. And you see it goes down here like that. Very small, not much information. But if you click on it, it will open up and you'll see all the other information that you've got here where you can now add different things. So for example, you could assign that to somebody. So I'll assign that to myself. And you can give it a label. And I want to change that to be software. Change that to software. In fact, that's hardware. Cracked screen is hardware. So hardware for that one. So that'll be the tag I want, hardware, pink. Just click on it this time. I don't need to do that. You've got the options here of, it's already in the to-do buckets. You've got a priority option. I'll select urgent. A start date, I'll select today's date. A due date, I'll select also today's date. It's not repeated. Now you can put some information in here. So for example, if I put issue and then just type cracked screen, you'll get the idea what you can do there. And then I can put solution as an option, and then what the solution is, replace screen. It's quite straightforward really what you put there, but you get this little ticky box where you can tick that to show on the actual board itself. And then further down you've got the option to add files. So you can click on attach files or click a link to a URL. I'm not going to do that, but that's basically it. You can just click away from that and that information is already there. And now I'm going to add another one. So I'll call this one no software. And then I'll just add that task, and then you can edit that task. Again, I'll assign that to myself. So I will do that. Me. starting today, due in a week's time, say, and it is urgent also. In fact, I'll put important, not urgent, just so I have a different thing to look at. Label, forgot the label. So a red label can be software, like that. And then you can click on that, software as the label. And then it can be same thing as before, issue, no office, solution is going to be install office. I'm not bothered with anything else. I'm just going to click away, and that's there. So I've now got 2 tasks. Now what you can do with these is, these are the tasks, the jobs, etc. You can move these across into these other buckets. So if it's first line to do that, both of those are probably first line. You can move them straight into first line. So what I've done in the past where I've done this sort of work, it's like you create a job, a task, and it goes in there. Then this is a shared plan, so people pick it up, working in first line. If they can't fix it, push it into second line. And then if it needs replacing, you put it into replace. So that's how it works. You just drag those across. You can actually create, obviously you can create things there by just clicking add task, but I'm just going to do another one on here. I'll just say cracked case. So this is a hardware one as well. So I'll just go into it and just put some information in there. So this is a hardware issue, so that's that one. And I'll say it's due today, and it's not going to get fixed until the 17th. And it is not urgent. It's just medium. I'll put it on medium, and I won't bother putting anything in there. I'll just click it away. I will actually assign it to myself though. So assign it to me like so. Now what you've got, once you get a series of buckets, you've got some views over on the right hand side that you can have a look at, and filters. So it says there group by, and at the moment it's grouping by buckets. But if I go and drop this list down, assign to, it's just going to be everything to me. You can then go and change that to progress. So not started, none of those have started. I haven't actually started any of those tasks. And then you've got due dates, and you can see those next week and things like that. These are quite useful features. Labels, if you've bothered with labels, you can see the labeling now. You've got software and hardware. And then the last one is priority. So I'll change the priority just so you could see them in different things. If I put that back onto group by bucket, you can then look at filter, which is also a feature. Filter due, you've got filter priority, so I could go urgent. That's just showing my urgent ones. Take that off. Progress, say not started, that'll be everything. In progress, I'll take that one off and put in progress on. And then you can go labels, I'll go hardware, that's just hardware. And then assign to me, and then you've got bucket also, whichever bucket you want. So first line bucket, it's first line. And then you just clear those filters, you take them off and clear all, so everything comes back. There's only 3 tasks. So these features are really cool over here. You've also got at the top different views in terms of what we're typing in. So grid view was the default. That's the same information in like a table. You have the board view, which is dealing with buckets, which is what we've just been doing. You then get a schedule view, which is to do with the calendar, and it shows your information with a calendar, and you can see how your tasks are sitting in terms of dates. And then you've got charts, where it gives you information like this, which is not great at the moment. But if I go back to the board view and just go into one of these and say it's in progress, and I'll do that one as well. So that's in progress. So in progress. And then if I come back to charts, you'll see that now you've got a different sort of symbol. And this one, for example, you've got two different colors. You've got not started and in progress 2, and you can see the chart there. And as more buckets are created or more tasks are created, this chart will then be a bit more representative of what's going on. Now, if I go back to the bucket area, the last sort of thing I want to talk about is the plan itself. If you drop this little arrow, obviously that's where you name it. You can rename it there. But you've got plan details. If you click on plan details, a pane appears on the right hand side and gives you some options to change the color theme of it, like so. Don't like that. Not bad. I don't mind that one. But if you have created this plan in your Office 365 and it is your plan and it's not in a SharePoint site, you will be able to delete the plan through this option here. If you have created a plan in a SharePoint site and you are not the owner of that site or an owner, you will not be able to delete the plan. So it will be the owners of the site that will have to delete that plan, not you. So just bear that in mind. If I come back to Planner, what you'll see in Planner is my day. So that's showing you what you've got coming up. My tasks. So this will be not just this plan, this will be all the tasks that you're due to do. And then this list here, my plans, your new plan, project plan there should be in this list because you've just done it. And it says there only you are in it. So it's private to you. So that's all I want to talk about in this little video. How you can create plans using Microsoft Planner, create different buckets, look at different views, group by different elements, and look at charts and see how you are doing across a range of different tasks. So hopefully this little video is of use. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you on the next one.